Hi, this is Dave from DaBelly, and we're at NAMM 2015. Today we're at the Aristides booth. Doesn't much look like it. We're outdoors actually. It's a little loud inside. We're going to talk to Pascal and Timo Summers. Welcome.
Thank you, Dave. Glad to be here.
We're talking about the new guitar, the 060. What do you call it?
A lot of people use a lot of different names, but we call it the 060. If people want to call it the 060, that's okay with me. But yeah, 060.
Okay. Tell me a little about the guitar.
Well, it's an Aristides, so it's not made out of wood. It's made out of Arium, which is our own composite material. And your next question probably is, what is it? And
what is it?
I'm going to explain that right now. Okay. What we do, we use molds in which we build up an exoskeleton made out of glass fiber, out of carbon fiber, and some other stuff, in which we inject Arium, which is our tone material. Arium is a combination of resins and microscopical glass bubbles. So that all comes together, hardens out, and it becomes a guitar body. The only piece of wood on the guitar is the wooden fretboard, in this case a maple fretboard, but we also use rosewood and ebony. We still use wooden fretboards because we haven't been able to find something that could provide the sound and the playability wooden fretboard gives you. We're working on it, and we hope to have something soon, but that will be probably at next NAMM, so nothing on that at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, and we can do the 060 in a lot of configurations. Its standard comes with 24 frets and this body shape. But when it comes to pickups, we can do SSS, we can do double humbucker, we can do HSS, HSH, you name it. People can simply pick their configuration. We can do a lot of different bridges. We've got the hipshot US Contour on this one. We can do the hipshot hardtail, fixed bridge, and the official Ford Rose. That are the three standard options. In terms of finishes, we have a lot. We can shoot some footage of that on the booth in a moment. And this is the light blue pearl. I don't know we're in the shade here, so you don't.
Yeah, it's not going to really show. I don't think on the camera as well. But
we can hang it at the booth in lighting, and you'll see it. So, and yeah, it's a pretty cool guitar. We just introduced it, and people are going pretty crazy over it. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, that's about it.
Now, Timo, from a player's perspective, how do these guitars different from, say, a Gibson Fender or any other?
Well, you know, the sound is kind of different. I mean, most Gibsons are really warm, and most Fenders are really snappy. And with this material, you have like both, best of both worlds. You know, you have the warm and the bigness of a Les Paul, and you have the snap and the attack of a Fender, in my opinion. Okay. So that's sound-wise. And then playability-wise, I mean, I do around the world, and then especially in the USA, you have like, you walk outside and it's 30 degrees, and then you walk in a venue and it's minus 40 with fucking airco. So, and it behaves perfectly. The setup remains super stable even after 6 weeks of touring. You can just throw it in the airplane. It's super steady.
That actually led into my question here. I was going to ask about the stability of the guitar in the sense that I own an aluminum guitar, an old Travis Beam, and one of the problems of the Travis Beam, of course, is getting on stage with it. If it isn't in the lights, the tuning is gone.
Well, this is super stable. I don't know any guitar that's this stable.
As far as the neck, does it feel warm when you're playing it on stage? It's solid.
Yeah, it feels like the same as a wooden guitar, but because they can do so much with the finish, you can actually just whatever you like, you can do. If you like it glossy or if you like it whatever, you can just feel what you like.
Now you have basses out also. Tell me a little about the basses.
Yeah, we have our 050 bass, which is our 5-string bass. It's pretty strange because a lot of people are like, okay, you have a 5-string, why don't you guys have a 4-string? Well, we started out with a 5-string because we wanted to show the qualities of the material on the low end. So the B string on the bass it's just insane. Yeah, I should not say that because of our company and stuff, but it's just insane. The feedback we're getting on the bass is actually amazing. I would have to call, I should not do this, but I'm going to call John Browning. Is that okay? Because their bass player, John, can you come here for a second?
We're inviting John Brown from Monuments.
I'm so sorry for all the chaos.
No, it's all good.
John, he's asking about the bass, and you're someone who could really tell the people how how the bass affected your sound.
The bass that Adam has is it's really like, it sounds like a piano. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. Like the bottom end of the bass is really tight, and you can tune it low and it still holds the tightness of the. With other basses, it's a real problem to actually have that sturdy bottom end.
Sure.
It sounds great, but you have to pull the first knob up. It's a push-pull knob. I'm not really sure what it does, but it sounds really good when it's up.
Something tells me he knows what it does. Why don't you tell us about this?
Yeah, well, not really. No, it's a slap between.
Is it like series and parallel or something when it changes high school? Yeah. Or is it just like the instant awesome one?
We call it the instant awesome. That name is invented by this guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we have a 5-string bass. We've got a 7-string guitar as well. We've got an 8-string coming out of Music Messe in April. Hopefully, if we'll make it. That's gonna be some hard work, but we'll try. And yeah, we've got a lot of guitars, and let's just look around and let's see them all.
Okay, we're going to hit inside. We're going to listen to the guitars a little bit, take a look at the rest of the line. Hold on, we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back inside with Timo. We're going to listen a little bit about his playing, a little bit about the guitar, and we hope you hear some of this. NAMM's kind of loud, but here we go. Seems to have a really nice clean tone to it.
It does, yeah, it does. It sounds really steady, but I think it's a big heavier in the bottom end, you know, a little fatter, I guess.
Now, can you get some crunch out of this as well? A little distortion, yes. Yeah, it's got a very nice sound straight out. When you're on stage, do you play much with effects, or are you just basically playing amp guitar?
Actually, with delay, I'm using a Kemper profiling amp. It's right there, actually. And it just straight into the amp, and for the solo, it's a little delay and reverb, you know, just to weather things up for solos. But I'm pretty much a straight into the amp guy. In studio, I use some effects, but live, I'm just pretty easy.
Well, it's a sweet sounding guitar. I'm really impressed with this. Thank you much for your time.